If you're training hard every week, hitting pads, lifting weights, and still not putting on muscle, something is seriously off. I'm speaking directly to martial artists who constantly train, push themselves, and yet still feel stuck, exhausted, and dissatisfied with how they look and perform. If you're giving 100% in sparring rounds, lifting sessions, grappling classes, but still seeing no visible progress or strength gains, it's not because you're not trying hard enough, it's because your approach is fundamentally flawed. Here's the cycle I see so many martial artists trapped in. You're managing a demanding job, clocking in over 40 hours every week. You're training Muay Thai, BJJ, boxing, or MMA multiple times weekly, trying to sharpen your skills and keep up with your teammates. You're also hitting the gym regularly, convinced you're following the right advice. But despite your dedication, your body constantly feels beaten up and sore. You're always fatigued, drained, gassed during your training sessions. Your lifts aren't progressing. Your physique doesn't reflect your effort. Your confidence is eroded because no matter how hard you train, you still look and feel weaker than you like. You've tried it all. Endless YouTube routines, random influencer workouts, generic bodybuilding splits, and even programs you've pulled out from Reddit. Yet nothing sticks. You're stuck on a plateau that's killing your motivation and leaving you questioning your effort and self-worth. It's exhausting physically and mentally to pour yourself into training without seeing the results you want. Here's the hard truth. Those cookie cutter programs and influencer routines are not built for martial artists like you. They're designed for people who don't grapple, strike, or spar, who don't juggle long hours at work alongside with martial arts sessions and gym routines. Your training needs to be smarter, not just harder. You need periodization. Your workload must fluctuate, balancing hard sessions and recovery-focused periods. Constant high intensity only leads to burnout and zero gains. Nutrition tailored for martial artists. It's not just protein shakes and chicken breast. You need calorie-dense meals timed precisely around training, providing you fuel without feeling sluggish. Okay, now we've gone into the good part. Here's exactly how you should structure your week as a hybrid athlete from Monday through to Sunday. Now, as a caution and a warning, my handwriting sucks, but catch my vibe. Now, your first day, the Monday, is going to be an upper body focused strength day. In the gym, not martial arts. Upper body strength gym. So this is going to include exercises like bench press, weighted pull-ups, dips, military press, shoulder press, heavy exercises like that. In the beginning, what you're going to aim for, first one or two exercises, really low reps, very, very heavy weight, only 2 sets. So bench press, for example, you want to be focusing on 2 sets of 4 to 6 reps, right? Really heavy, really heavy, only 2 sets, so max intensity. This is going to be a martial arts, so whatever martial arts you train, martial arts day, okay? This is gonna be focused on technique only, okay? So your output, your effort you should put into that session is 70 to 80%, okay? Nothing too much more than that. Really focus on technique only, right? Don't kill yourself in it because we still got other training days ahead of us, okay? Now, Wednesday, lower body focused. Now, in the lower body focused, lower body strength day, right? Focusing on lifts like front squats, trap bar deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, heavy lunges, exercises like this, focusing on the lower body, okay? You can add some hip flexor work, or single leg pogos, like some plyometry work in there as well. But again, the idea with this is strength focused, yeah? So strength focused, building out that foundation, so strength focused. Again, like with this, 4 to 6 reps, 2 sets, okay? Coming into your Thursday, you can have a rest day. In this rest day, you can make it active. You can walk or mobility work, right? Whatever you want to do. If not, into a low intensity martial arts session. Low intensity martial arts session, again, around that 70 to 80%, maybe even lower, technique focused, not too hard. Going to be a full body power plus hypertrophy day. Okay, full body power and hypertrophy day. So exercise for this day is like power cleans, explosive pull-ups, explosive chin-ups, stuff like this, really focusing on power, so explosive movements, and hypertrophy after as an accessories. Again, 2 sets, anywhere between 6 to 10 reps for the accessories after. Okay, moving on to your Saturday. This is going to be your martial arts hard effort, max effort, hard sparring day. Okay, so like I just said, hard sparring, really heavy bag work, heavy pad work, really exerting yourself as much as you can on this day. Sunday is going to be a full rest plus recovery day. Okay, handwriting sucks, I can't, just, that's what it is. Okay, full rest, I mean no work at all, yeah? No martial arts, no gym, minimal work as possible. So a walk, some mobility, stretching and stuff is good. Recovery side of things, sauna, ice bath, the contrast pet therapy. So sauna and ice bath together. Steam rooms, spa, right? Focus on your recovery, take care of your body first, so your mind will also be at a better stage, okay? Hopefully that clears some things up for you there. So moving into the next thing, number 2, nutrition, intelligent nutrition. So first thing, 3 full meals, okay? So I'm talking about chicken and rice, I'm talking about steak, potatoes, stuff like that. Now, paired and coupled with this in a day, 2 snacks, okay? In the snacks, I'm talking about a protein yogurt with fruit. I'm talking about a protein shake, some nuts, rice cakes with jam, stuff like this for your snacks, okay? Proper meals, snacks. Now, pre plus post training meals, okay? So before you work out, we want to have heavy carbs, like a lot of carbs. Now, not just normal carbs, complex carbs. I'm talking about more simple carbs. So stuff like rice cakes and jam, something a little bit more processed that's going to give you faster access to energy, okay? So carbs, simple carbs, that's going to give you faster access to energy. That fastest access to energy is going to allow you to perform better and spike your energy levels during your training, helping you to perform better, okay? Post-workout. This should be things like high protein meals, 30 to 40 grams of protein, 30 to 50 grams of protein after your workout. Make sure you're eating within that anabolic window of 30 minutes. High protein, healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, stuff like that to replenish your lost energy from your session, okay? Now, when you're going through this process as a martial artist, as a hybrid athlete who trains martial arts and goes to the gym, we want to be focused on our protein intake. So for every 1 kg of body weight we have, we want to be having 2 grams of protein. So if you're 90 kilos, you want to be having 180 of protein, yeah? If you're fucking 60 kilos, you want to be having 120 grams of protein a day at a minimum, okay? Minimum is 1 kilo, 2 grams of protein. The next thing, whether you're bulking or cutting, you need to make sure that you track your calories, okay? Very, very important that you track your macros and your calories. This can be done on MyFitnessPal. It's free, easy to use, very, very important. If you don't know how much food you're eating, and you don't know how many calories you're putting into body, how are you gonna know how much calories you need to cut to lose weight or to put on into a surplus to actually put on weight, okay? Track your calories, don't be lazy with it. Now, number 3, non-negotiables you have to do every single week, okay? Starting off with the biggest one. Sleep. Yes, sleep. Superpower, this is. Having good sleep is a superpower, okay? 7 to 9 hours of sleep daily, Don't go, if you're working off 5 hours and complaining that you're tired, exhausted, or whatever, obviously you're not recovering enough, okay? 7 to 9 hours daily. Another big important thing that no one does, reduce screen time before bed. Your sleep will not improve until you do this, okay? Your brain is constantly active while you're scrolling your phone or you're playing fucking Candy Crush or whatever it is, okay? Reduce your screen time before bed, whoopsie. Reduce your screen time before bed to make sure that you have a high quality of sleep and that you actually fall into sleep when you want to, not 3 hours after. 3, supplements. Oh, okay? Supplements, things like, that's ugly. Yes, creatine. Everyone knows the benefits of it. Amazing. Creatine every single day. 3 to 5 grams a day. Personally, I take 3 to 5 grams a day though. From there, number 2, magnesium. This is gonna help with cramping, but also help you have a better sleep, okay? Third thing, sup for hydration. I personally have Hydralyte before I go to workout. Hydralyte. This gives me salts, potassium, electrolytes throughout my workout, keeping me energized and focused, okay? Hydrating yourself, Hydralyte, that's what I take before. The fourth thing that you need to do is track your fatigue and sore, okay? Track your fatigue and your soreness levels on a day-to-day basis. If you're, 3 weeks into your training block and on the 4th week, you're so fatigued, you have built up fatigue, you have built up soreness and you're not feeling the best, implement a deload week into your training to let your body calm down, to let your body not be so fatigued, not sore, right? Recover so that you can perform better the next week. If you keep on following the mindset as I'm gonna train as hard as I can every single day, every single session, yes, that's good to an extent. But when you have built up fatigue and soreness, if you don't continue to deload after, you're going to burn, you're gonna burn out, you're not gonna not feel like training, you're gonna injure yourself, which is gonna lead to time off, which is what we don't want. We're gonna go backwards in progress, okay? Deload weeks after you track your fatigue and your soreness, okay? Now, this isn't guesswork. This is a proven system. I've helped many people in a very similar situation as you are. Niven, Jake, Luke, Nikhil, all these people who have been in the exact same situation as you, right? Stressed, overworked, overtraining, not doing enough in the gym, right? Not knowing what they're doing in the gym, thinking they're doing something right, but they're not actually doing it right. Helped so many people in a very similar situation like yourself get real results, get real muscle growth without compromising their martial arts or their sports. Now, if you're tired, frustrated, or feeling this way, right? You maybe have pent up fatigue and soreness and you don't know how to manage it. DM me, click the link below to book into my calendar and let's get talking.